Hello, welcome back to the Quarshie'S channel. Thank you, our subscribers, our new subscribers, and also our viewers. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do us a favor, hit the subscription button, also the notification button as well, so that when we share any video, you will be the first to know. Thank you all once again. Guys, I'm gonna talk about how to mount your water tank. How to mount your water tank. If you want to mount your water tank, and also the end result about the borehole that we drilled. It is very important. There are so many ways that you can mount your water tank. If you watch our previous video on our house, you realize that we did a platform on the floor and then we put a water tank on it. Why? Because we were using a pump for it, so we didn't need to raise it high. This type, they are not going to use a pump, electric pump, to pump the water. They're gonna use gravitational force or gravity force to distribute the water. So they wanted something that will be higher so that they will get a natural free flow of the water. Maybe you are building and you are thinking about your reservoir, whether to raise it or whether to leave it on the ground. This is the two reasons why you can leave it on the ground, because you provide a pump for it. And remember, when you provide a pump for it, you're gonna have pump issue. Electricity as well, it's gonna cost you. But if you raise it high, you're gonna get a natural gravitational flow of the water. You're gonna get it. Now this one, because they have the borehole guys install a switch with a natural pump for the switch, they can pump the water straight from the ground into the tank. But for the tank to distribute, the pump cannot do that. So if you want to leave your reservoir on the ground, then you have to provide your own pump so that you'll be able to distribute it whenever you want to distribute the water to your house or to your, let's say, water closet, your shower, your kitchen sink, and what have you. Then you're gonna need a pump if you want it on the ground. But if you raise it high, you don't need any pump to distribute or get a water for your sink, for your toilets, for your shower, for your garden, for your swimming pool, and what have you. So this is how these guys did this. They had this already made pillar cases that they use to mount these 4 pillars, and then they cast concrete on the pillars. And mind you, when they did this, it took them about a week because they wanted it to properly dry. They allow the pillars to dry, and they use they use this quarry dust. They use quarry dust for the pillars, and they allow the pillars to dry over a week before they put the platform for the slab concrete which the water tank was gonna sit on. So it is not a rash thing, because when you put water tank on this with water in, it is very heavy. It is very heavy. And because it is very heavy, you don't want to do any shoddy work. You want to take your time for it to dry. And guy, this is good for your farm as well. If you raise your tank at your farm, you're gonna get a very good gravitational flow to your crops. It might be a little bit costly. It might take a little time, but trust me, this will be the best. There are people that uses metal to mount it, but remember that with the metal, over time, it's gonna rust. It's gonna rust over time. But when you use these peelers, it is gonna last for years. And it is very, very important. So I just want to give you an idea. Maybe you are wondering whether to raise yours or not to raise yours, whether to leave it on the ground or not. If you leave it on the ground, you're gonna need an additional pump. That, especially if your house is a story, you're gonna need a pump. Like ours, we need a pump every single day that we're using the tank. But we don't use the tank because ours is water and sewage, so we get free flow of water. But when we are out of water from maybe there's a how you call it, the city pipe is locked, then we use our reservoir. And when we use our reservoir, we have to use the pump. And whenever we use the pump, trust me, it doesn't last anyway, because our water system doesn't last even when they close it. And even when they close it, we use the water in the tank, and it's okay. It doesn't cost that much, but it is just an advice that I'm giving to you. Maybe you are wondering why some people have their tanks on the floor and some has theirs raising. If you raise your tank, you don't need a pump to distribute the water to the house when it's needed, because you get gravitational force that will free flow your water to your bath, to your sinks, to your toilets, and to everywhere in the house. So that it is. So this was done just because, the water is a public water. Like I said, my family did this for this community, and we happened to install it at a church premises. So this is a church missionary house that we install the borehole at, so that the community can also get it. So they have to mount the tap outside the house so that everybody can fetch water at any time. So that everybody who needs water in the community can fetch water at any time. These places or these villages, guys, sometimes water is a problem. And most of the people who has water, they sell it. And some family cannot afford water. They cannot afford to buy water. So when we saw the need, we decided that we can do something to help. And that is why we did what we did. And we thank God for this. We thank God for you all, your support and your contribution, because you are our viewers, our followers, and you are all included. So thank you all, guys. So they were able to mount the pipe also outside, so that everybody who needs water can get the water without coming to the house. So this is what they did, this beautiful thing out there for everybody to get access to water. And like I said, if you need a borehole, trust me, like I said, it is $17,500 to get a borehole drill. Water tank is not included. We bought a water tank about $2,500. And then all this filter and stuff that we bought for the tank. There are many people who will wait till the end of the year to call this guy and say, hey, this man, the Quarshie'S, said we can get it for 17,500. I already heard that they've even increased transportation fare in Ghana already. So it is what it is. But guys, don't let this thing stop you from doing what you want to do. I always tell you, anything you want to do, little by little, you can do it. Just start from somewhere. Start. Anyhow, start it. If it is just a small start, it is okay. You know, a journey with 1,000 miles always begins with a step. Little by little, just start. And you will get to the destination without you knowing that you are there. You know, these things, it's not easy to do them. But trust me, you can do them. You know, talking about this borehole is over, let's say, $1,600, or let's say $1,700 to get this borehole done. It is not easy, but it is doable. You know, it is doable. Sometimes we have to take a second job for you to be able to do certain projects. And they are very important because maybe this is the time that you have the strength to do it. Tomorrow you might not have a strength, and you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So always get yourself ready for the things that are ahead. Thank you all. Subscribe to our channel, share, and watch out for our next video. Bye. Enjoy your week. Thank you all.